All right, guys, I'm finally getting around to reviewing my Orient Star Classic silver dial blue hand watch. I did an unboxing a couple weeks ago on this watch, and it's taken me a little while to get to the review because I had some accuracy issues that I wanted to clarify. So we'll get to that in a minute. This is the Orient Star Classic silver dial blue hand with the 40N52 movement, 40-hour power reserve, 22 joules. It beats at 21,600 beats per hour. And from everything that I can tell, that movement is based on the F6724, but there's not a lot out there on the 40N52, so don't bank on that. But in looking at pictures of both movements, that's what I'm seeing. This watch has a diameter of 38.5, thickness 13.1. It's got 20 millimeter lug width, 44.5 lug to lug dimensions. So it's a stout wearing little watch. I think you can pull this off if you've got larger wrists, but definitely if you've got smaller wrists like I do, 6 1/4, it's just a great all-around size. Crystal is mineral, sign crown. Some of the reviews that I've seen have said that this crystal was sapphire, but in everything that I've read and what Orient is stating, it's a mineral crystal. But it's quite clear. It's a little bit clearer than other mineral crystals I've had, so I give it props there. You've got kind of this onion head style sign crown. The bracelet's solid end links. It's a 3-link bracelet. So you've got a little bit of a micro adjustment here. It's signed as well with this Orient Star logo, which I had to polish this because I've been wearing this watch pretty hard and scraped this up pretty bad working out in the yard. So again, I was putting it through some accuracy issues, so I was trying to give it every opportunity to work itself out. I bought this one from Creation Watches. It's around $322 with a discount code that they had. Let's see if you can see this dial up close. What I liked most was the silver dial and the blue hand contrast. As you're wearing this watch, it almost has a cream color at some points. Then it'll get to almost like a nice silver, but it's almost a silverish cream color dial. I think this is a all-around everyday watch. I think you can wear this with a t-shirt, jeans, or with a suit. I think this would compare most to a Seiko Presage, and I had a cocktail time, but it just wore too big on my wrist. The Orient Star has almost like a more of a UFO shape to it. See how it tapers up, tapers down. I really like this design. The Presage was very boxy. I had the cocktail time skydiving. It was really boxy and large. But with little wrists, that was my complaint. The Presage is an excellent watch. I don't even know if there is a comparison. These are just two different animals. This is almost a vintage retro style that Orient's doing here. You've got the power reserve, date complication. This is a little bit of a raised logo and Orient Star logo. You've got these applied indices that have a very sharp mirror look to them, and you've kind of got a vintage 70s style 12 o'clock position here. So I love the design of it, the size of it. The milled clasp was nice, that this wasn't some stamped junk. So this is a bracelet that you'll want to keep on it, or if you want to swap it out, you've got drilled lugs. So it's a quick, easy swap out for a leather strap or whatever you want to do on it. You've got the minimal adjustment on the micro adjustment here. These are pinned end links. So any standard cheap link removal tool will pop these out. You're going to go with the smallest that you have. Don't wallow out that hole. So you're going to go with the smallest tool that you've got. These watches are, according to Orient site and the article on their site, they are made in Japan in Akita Prefecture. They actually are supposedly, based on this article, the main plate is polished by hand in the Akita factory. I understand that Orient's quartz are made somewhere else in Asia, but the Orient Star is still made in Japan. And the case is marked made in Japan. Let's see if we can find that, but trust me, it is. So one of the problems that I had with this watch, and really the only problem that I do have with it, was that it was running faster than I would prefer, but within Orient specifications. I was getting close to 20 seconds per day, which, you know, maybe I really wouldn't want that out of any automatic watch. It almost feels like it wasn't regulated at all. So I gave it some time, and to make sure that this wasn't a manufacturing defect, I took it to my watchmaker. He put it on his machine and checked amplitude, checked the beat error, and he said that the beat error and amplitude were fine, but that there was definitely running fast and it would benefit from some adjustment. So he's got it within 4 to 5 seconds a day based on his timographer. Wearing it, it's running at 8 to 10 seconds a day fast. So in other reviews that I've read, I'm seeing people get better accuracy than that. So I don't know if I just got one that just is going to always be a little bit faster. And I've seen that with other watches that I've owned, and I'm fine with around 10 seconds a day. But I'm just putting that out there. That's what I experienced with this Orient, was it was fast. So I spent $45 and waited 3 days for this watch to go through some adjustments. I think that would be my only complaint. I'm not going to discourage you from getting it. I think if you're going to be like me, you're just going to love the look of this watch so much that if it was running a little fast, you probably would put the money into getting it regulated by a watchmaker. But I think I just got the exception, not the rule, to one that was a little bit off. Again, I've read a lot of other people are very happy with the Orient Star accuracy, with the quality of it, and I am outside of that. You know, it's a hackable, hand-windable movement, so I don't want to steer you away from it, but I ran this thing through every test I could. I wore it working out in the yard, all day, just really making sure that it wasn't just an anomaly, that it was breaking itself in. And consistently every day it was hitting that 17 to 19 seconds per day mark. I use an app called Watch Tracker. So based on the Watch Tracker, it was only about 8 seconds crown up, but face up, it was really fast during the day. So, and I understand that you're going to get that, and that's just the way you're sitting. So putting that out there, that's the only problem I saw with this. Other than that, I really can't complain. And I think if you're looking at a presage or something with a retro vibe, you're going to love the Orient Star Classic.